Hello everyone, Transport Enthusiast here, and in this video I will be giving you my first look, well technically, and a full comprehensive review of the Tramsim ULF DLC, which will be available on the Steam store on the 29th of April 2021, which is a Thursday, and it's exactly 6 months after Tramsim released. Some nice symmetry there. It will cost €13, and with it will include this tram here, the ULF A, as well as the ULF B, which has 7 compartments rather than 5. I will be showing that in a video as well on Monday with the full route using the NVIDIA recorder, so it should be better quality because OBS tends to tear some of the Unreal Engine 4 when it's recording for some unknown reason. Seems to be an issue on my PC though. Anyhow, first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to cold start this ULF A, so when you get this DLC, if you are getting it, you are all prepared and ready to go. So I've already driven this a bit, so I can already give you my opinions, and this way it will be more structured. Just 2 disclaimers or 2 kind of just caveats before we start. First of all, obviously to mention that this is a beta version, so this does not reflect the final product that will be released on Steam. But mainly it's pretty much bug free. There's only 2 bugs, which I think will probably be ironed out by the time it's released, so I don't see any point in mentioning those. Nothing major. And then the second thing is I was kindly provided a key for this by Aerosoft, so in the interest of transparency, just letting you know guys that I didn't actually pay anything for this product. Anyhow, with those 2 caveats out of the way, we can now get into how to start up the ULF A. And then I'll talk a bit more about the DLC as well. There's quite a bit to get to, so, and I'll tell you what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is you can always use the help menu here if you want. This tram actually has the least. This tram is like the what's the one? The Flexity. There's not many steps you have to take to turn it on. So unlike the E2 where the 6 steps, there's only 2 in this. So this one's the easiest to start up or the quickest. So we put in our key. Then you want to twist the key full way. So the way you know if the key is twisted all the way around. So basically you want to do 1 full rotation. Is if you click on the key, it shouldn't come out. If it comes out, it means you haven't done the full rotation. So the way you do it is you put it in and then you click and hold and turn the mouse the whole way around. The next thing we do is we need to lift the pantograph. Now, it doesn't tell you how to lift the pantograph because there's a keybind for the pantograph, so you can always use the M. But for those of you who want the added realism, your pantograph buttons are here. So your Strom Abben, which basically means your electricity connection. Auf and Ab. You want to click Ab, and this will raise the pantograph. Okay, we will raise the pantograph. I might have skipped a step here. Okay. Oh, sorry, it's pantograph Auf. Okay, it's the other way around. So you want to click Auf. There you go, and the pantograph's lifted. And then to lower the pantograph, you click Ab, and it will lower. But obviously, we want the pantograph up, so we shall click Auf. The next thing we need to do is, so then that's finished. Then the next thing we need to do is we need to turn the VA. It's that simple. And then she's ready to move. It's the same with the Flexity. This goes to VA. I don't know why this is not moving to VA though. There we go. It's a bit fidgety, but I think maybe it's just the way it is. So then we need to set up our Ibis. So we are doing a short line 1 from Volkstheater, which is the People's Theater, to Stefan Fadinger Platz. Now, the reason we're doing a short working is because we're going to be doing commentary throughout, talking about the DLC, my opinions on everything, which will all be timestamped for your convenience, and because then we'll be doing the full line with the ULF AB, and that will be no commentary. Okay, so what we do now is we want to put in our line, so that's fine, and then you can just put in any random number here. I'm just going to put 3333, and and then you need to go to 8, which is Ziel, which means destination, and then these arrows here are actually to change the track roads. You want to use the green ones, so Stefan Fadinger Platz, and then there we go. Now let's move out of the way because we're causing a traffic jam, and there is our colleague with the Flexity right behind us. Okay, now basically, first of all, before I start getting into review, I'll probably talk about what will be featured first of all in this DLC. So basically, because there are some updates that are going to be added into the future. So we'll get into that first. Okay, and before we do that, let's take a look in the inside. Now, unfortunately, I can't actually get out of the tram as of yet because if I do press E, it falls through the map. So that's one of those bugs that I reckon will be fixed by the time the DLC is out, which will be next Thursday. And also, for some reason, I can't open the door, so I might have missed how to do that. So that, again, will probably be ironed out by the time it's released. So we'll have to do with this view. So this is how it looks inside. Let's just take a look at the... I'll do the all-round view at the end because this car is blocking the way. And for some reason, they all don't want to get an tram. They prefer the Flex City. So, before we get into it also, I should probably just mention a bit of information about this tram, the ULF. So the ULF is the first class, or the first batch of the low-floor trams that were introduced in Vienna in 1995. They are... Let me turn down my volume. They're also some of the... They actually are one of the lowest height trams in the world, which basically means that the distance between... The height difference between the footpath and the tram is quite low. So when you buy this DLC if you buy this DLC, not when, or if you buy this DLC on the Steam store, it will give you two trams. You have the ULF A, which is this one we're driving here. So this one has 5 compartments, and then the ULF B has 7 compartments. So the ULF B is longer. I prefer the ULF B, but basically interior-wise they look the same, they sound the same. It's just one's longer than the other. They will also include the ULF A1 and the B1, but those will be featured in a future update for free. So basically, if you own this, you'll have 4 tram models by the end of it. So it's a bit like Tramsim, where it's not fully finished as of yet, but it's kind of a trend with obviously 2 DLCs as well, where they bring updates as well. So now we can get into the DLC. So first of all, the modeling, as you can see, is quite nice. You can't really fault it. It's pretty much the same quality as the E2 and the Flex City. You know, the 3D modeling, they seem to know how to do it quite well. It's pretty nice model. I have to say, I think this is one of my favorite trams to drive in the game because it sounds really nice. It has, it's also quite fast, but also you'll hear whenever you go over like tracks where there's an intersection of tracks, there's a loud like clang, 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 clang sound, which is pretty much as per real life. Now, I don't know why people aren't getting on. We are going to Stefan Fadinger Platz, aren't we? So I'm guessing that might be because this is a beta version. Maybe they haven't scripted people being able to get onto the tram yet. So, yeah, that might be it. But, you know, if that's the case, nothing really that can be done about that. Oh, there we go. But, you know, nonetheless, it still gives you an insight into how it drives and everything, which is the main thing. So we can take a look now around the tram, actually, while we're at it. Oh, no, there's people on. Okay. Yeah, they are getting on. Okay, that's good. So let's just take a look all around. There it is. Other thing is that this is also meant to be used on AI lines. So it says it's going to be used on 2 AI lines because this is a beta. This has not been implemented yet. So I might have to do another video, not redo, but I'm going to do another video where we show just the AI lines. Hopefully we can ride on them. That'll be a nice feature. Okay, so now let's close up the doors, and we're all ready to go. And we can click the horn, and away we go. Let's make contact with the signal. So yeah, I think overall the sounds of this DLC are quite nice. Now, I haven't been on the ULF in real life, so I can't actually comment if they're accurate, but you know, they sound fairly realistic. And the model quality, as I said, is quite nice. It's got the cold start from the get-go. All the features that would be expected. Yeah, it's going to be kind of a short review, really, because there isn't really too much to say about it, apart from, you know, the model quality, the sound quality. It's a tram, so, you know, it kind of drives pretty much like, you know, it just drives like a tram. What can I say? You know, it drives very similar to the Flex City and the E2 in terms of physics. So, you know, when you turn, there's a bit of a dip. There isn't that much. You don't hear the squeaking so much when you turn. But this is it's limited to 70 kilometers an hour, so I'll just show you now as we increase the speed. Well, I'll probably do the... Oh, yeah, now. Yeah, okay, don't mind that. We're meant to stop there. I'm going to show you the top speed at the traffic lights. That was a poor timing for my behalf. But yeah, I think definitely from all the ones, it sounds the nicest. Now, this next thing probably to talk about is the price. Now, I have a bit of an issue with the price, and it's not really the price itself. I think 13 euros is fine for the DLC. Like, when you compare it to other simulator DLCs like TSW2, I think the train, like the one they released, the new one they released, the Deutsche Bahn, locomotive. That was from TSW1 recycled, I think it was. I think yeah, that was TSW 2020. Sorry, not TSW1. That's now in TSW2. I think that was whatchamacallit. Yeah, I think that's 13 euros, something around that. So it's a pretty reasonable price, you know. It is pretty much the one tram with 4 different variants. So, you know, the bus packs in OMSI 2 are... Oh, yeah, that's right. The bus packs in OMSI 2 are about... Oh, no, we're not turning. Oh, we are turning. So I've forgotten this route a bit. The bus packs in OMSI 2 are... I think this is one of those track switches that's switchable, by the way. Sorry, that was a tangent. But, what was I going to say there? Yeah, so obviously 2 bus packs are about 15 euros, sometimes they're 10 euro. So, you know, it's in the round of range you'd expect. But my issue more is the fact that the base game is 36 euros. So usually when a game has DLCs, the base game is cheaper because obviously there's more content to pay for. So therefore, one would expect that in order to compensate for that and, you know, entice people to actually buy the DLCs, they'll have a lower game price. But, you know, 36 euro is quite expensive for the simulator. So, you know, there's still that kind of side to it. So, you know, if you compare the price in isolation of the DLC of the base game, then it's a reasonable price. But when you compare it you know, considering the fact that the base game costs 36 euro, it's a bit of a different story. You know, it's just, yeah, it's just kind of because of that fact. It kind of means that already the price is still steep. So it's just you would expect a lower price for a base game, especially if it has DLCs. So yeah, if I say this is worth the price, I think it is, but it is kind of subjective. I think in isolation, it's a reasonable price. I think when it's compared with the actual price of the base game, it's a hard one really to call. I think it will really be based on if this is something you will be interested in. But you know, I'm not really gonna. I don't really think I can comment per se because the fact the base game is so expensive compared to other simulators, especially ones with DLCs or even other games with DLCs generally. I don't really think I have a particular opinion about it. I keep missing where we're meant to stop. Yeah, I think we're meant to stop further up. I don't know where the yellow dot disappeared. But yeah, so that kind of thing, you know. But at least, you know, in isolation, like it's not like the base game where it's, you know, a bit of a ridiculous price. At least this time, the price is, you know, for the DLC is pretty much in line with market DLC prices for simulators. And yeah, so another thing is that also the Tramsim Pro, or not the Tramsim Pro, the depot will be released. Okay, I don't know what these passengers are doing. They'll be having like OMSI 2 ones. You know, the way the OMSI 2 passengers are a bit fussy, don't always want to get on. What can I do about that? But yeah. Sorry, I went on a tangent there and then I've kind of lost what I was saying. So yeah. But I think I've really commented all there is on price. I don't want to keep repeating myself here. So yeah, I think you get the point. So. Oh yeah, so that's what I was saying. So with the depot is going to be implemented later. So originally the Pro DLC was meant to include the ULF and the depot for 20 quid with some features. But then obviously what happened was there was some feedback from the developers, not the developers, from the community, who basically said that they think that the base features, like, you know, being able to coaster the tram, should be implemented in the base game, which is quite a reasonable request, especially considering it's 36 quid. So yeah, that got implemented, so luckily they did listen in that regard. So then what they decided to do was split the DLC into 2, so into the ULF and into the depot, which is fair enough because I know some people will be more interested in the depot and some people will be more interested in the ULF. Like, I personally would probably be more interested in the depot myself. So, you know, that way you can get the depot. I think the depot, they said, is going to be, would they say 10 euro? Yeah, the depot is going to be 10 euro, but if you buy both the ULF and the depot, it will work out as a bundle for 20 quid. And it doesn't matter if you buy them at the same time or not. If you buy them at a later date, I think we have to stop here. If you buy them at a later date, you can always get the avail of the bundle. So basically, it's like with the ETS2 with the map discounts, or with PDP's, you know, DLCs for MC2, Bus Complete Simulator, CCS, and Omninap, is that if you buy the ULF, then if you want to buy the depot, it will work at a €7 because the ULF costs €13, so the depot will work at a €7 because it will basically cap the price at €20. So you can get both for €20 at the end. So that's another neat feature, because obviously the depot's not gonna be, I don't know when the depot is coming out of States, but it will be fairly soon because they did release teasers of it in the devs that updates on the Discord. So that's happening. Okay, yeah, there's stops up there. I always find it strange how they've elevated the road here so the cars are actually nearly on the level of the footpath. I don't know why it's done that. Okay, there's the yellow dot. Let's not miss it this time. And I will show you this tram at top speed. It drives quite nice, I have to say. Really like it. But yeah, that's really all there is to the ULF DLC. I mean, I think it'd be interesting to see if people who like have more experience with trams, they'll be more able to comment if it sounds realistic or not. And she's blocking the door. This is not good. We won't be able to leave now. Yeah, okay, we have a bit of an issue here. She's blocking the door. This happened before and it's quite annoying because there's no way to really fix it. And there we go. Take your time, there's no rush. Okay, I'll do some actually exterior views of this just to change it up. So we'll knock off the indicator. No, I'm using the OMSI keybinds there. And away it goes. Oh, the back destination is not working.
Hintere Zollamtstraße. Umsteigen zu O. In Richtung Praxstraße.
Oh, we nearly missed a stop there. Okay. Open the doors. Yeah, oh, okay. Here we are. So yeah, maybe they need to update the stops to include the Tramsim DLC, i.e. the ULF as well. And also, I might actually show all the clickable buttons, yes. So also, this has quite a few clickable buttons. All these 4 buttons here are clickable. So the doors, you can click the indicator, so if you want to switch the indicator. Again, it's a bit fidgety, this thing. So yeah, I prefer using the keybinds. You can't click everything, you can only click things that are controllable. So the Ibis is, for the most part, fully clickable and fully functioning. You have here this display. The only thing that's clickable is F1. I don't even know what that does. That's all fine. Then you have also this part here, so the key is clickable. Most of these switches aren't clickable. And I don't think anything up there is clickable. So in terms of functionality, pretty much anything you need to control the tram is clickable. So yeah, that's another thing I actually forgot to mention. The door, I'm guessing, will be clickable once it's updated. And the switch rod is just behind the seat there. So it's the same as the Flex City. Yeah, oops, okay, didn't need to use an emergency brake there. They'll also be adding in weather soon, so it'll be nice to try out the weather. Okay, so now we're going into the tunnel. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the top speed of this tram. It sounds quite nice when it goes at top speed. There's the Seat upside down. Yeah, I think this is basically the reason I think this is being released now as kind of as a funds gatherer. Because obviously you're going to be releasing a line as well into the base game for free. So I think that's why this has been released first. It's kind of like people were saying with TML, the reason they released Phone Bus, not Tourist Bus Simulator was mainly as a funds gatherer. That's what people believe, and I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's what people have said. As you can see, that also has the wheel squeaks. So the wheel squeaks, as you know, were added into update version 1.2, and they're also implemented into the ULF. Okay, don't mind this. A bit of amateurish driving. Let's go, 10 points. Even though we kind of stopped early for a second. Yeah, we have a short tram for a short working. I'd say probably most of the time the ULF B is used because it's longer. Although I'm guessing some of the ULF I'm guessing some lines are not as busy. I think the real life allocation of the one, if I read correctly, or if I remember what I read, I think it was the E2s. I think they haven't. Well, apparently they're getting the Flex City soon. I need to learn how to turn on the lights. I think that is the lights there. I will kind of give an overview at the end as well, just for those of you who I know don't watch the whole videos, which is the vast majority, which is fair enough. I think that's something common across all most gaming YouTube channels. I think they were saying Dream was one of the people who managed to work around that. Yeah, so this might be the lowest height. Let's see the height difference. Yeah, this might be like one of the lowest height trams in the world. Okay. This train is now departing. No, okay. Oh, I didn't open the doors. Oops. Oh no. Yeah, I think the front door you have to open independently for some reason. I don't know why. Ah, there must be an invisible escalator. There we go. Let's see if this bends a bit. I'm not because they said it was out at E2 and into the what's the other tram called? The Flex City. But well, I don't think it's that noticeable. Oh yeah, knock off the indicator. The wheels on this are by far the squeakiest. I don't know why they squeak so much, but they squeak a lot more than the ones on the Flex City or the E2. Oh, we've missed that. Yeah, that was not. We got 10 speed, although we used the. Oh, did that? Oh no, pantograph stored. Oh yes. Here, this is a smart pantograph. I don't know how it lowers automatically, but yeah, technology. Ready? No, meant to click the indicator. There we go. Yeah, we're turning left. I think even if it's showing going straight, it will automatically turn you left because most rods aren't switchable. Most tracks aren't switchable. Oh, this might be a nice screenshot here. ULF in the background. And of course, Steam decides when I get a nice screenshot to freeze. Lovely. That's annoying. Yeah, well, I missed the opportunity. Yeah, I don't know why my Steam does that sometimes when I try to do F12, it just freezes. It's annoying. Oh, wow. They've added in some accurate physics because you saw that the tram started rolling back for a second. Yeah, so as you can see here, it says turning left, but actually, if you take a look, the tracks are going straight, so yeah. Yeah, we stopped a bit too early, but sure, look at it. This is what it is. Is that door closed? Yes, it is. Someone's probably blocking the door. Oh no, the door is open. What's that tram doing this? It says 5 minutes due and it's in front of us. Okay, we haven't made contact. Oh, we have. There we go. No, 2 trams made contact. I'm guessing the 2A show up because we've made contact. The one behind. So the sensor was further up, but anyway. Turning left, which is not us. We're going straight, although technically we can go. It's not going to turn us left. That's strange. You know what? I don't know when I don't think that's going to go for anytime soon. So because it didn't seem to go straight beforehand. It was left and red, then left again. Well, not red, but you know the equivalent of red.
Börse. Umsteigen zu D. In Richtung Nussdorf 40a.
Okay. Yeah, let's take a look again at people getting into a tram. See how it works. Those plastic seats don't look very comfortable, but luckily we as a tram driver have a very nice comfy seat here, so that's all that matters. Yeah, of course. It'd be nice if the passengers had some comfortable seats as well, but sure. It is what it is. Okay, come on. All lights orange. Why this time not moving? Oh, the door's open. Well, we missed the opportunity. What can you do? A lot of pedestrians about. Don't remember there being this many pedestrians before. Must have been one of the updates. Gezond border. Oh, sorry, this tram is departing. Get the one behind. It's a newer one as well. Yeah, I don't think tram drivers do that in real life. Bus drivers do that, where like they greet each other with the horn, but tram drivers, I don't think they do. That was close.
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2 37, 38, 40, 41, 42.
Oh, you can see the cab shaking there. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
1a.
That is pretty neat. Okay. I thought we'd be well. I thought we'd be well. What's the word? Well behind. Well, you know, we'd be well past the stopping point, but we actually ended up being behind it. So yeah. Don't worry. In the ULF B video, I'll drive properly. Well, I say properly, I mean we'll be aiming towards the 80 TSP mark. Oh, I don't know if the horn makes any difference to these cars. Like I don't obviously do like the interface with the flashing lights makes them go through. Interesting enough. So two more stops left now. It'd be nice if on the Ibis there was like buttons to say this tram terminates here. Entitled bitte aufsteigen. Okay, we'll have to just do it ourselves then. This is the second last stop. Yeah, there's a bit of glare as well. This is the Unreal Engine 4 liking to, you know, over-saturate things. But the final, like this, Tramps was like another one of those Unreal Engine 4 games. It changes the settings, really doesn't make too much of a difference in terms of the graphics. But maybe that's just because it's limited to the quality of the CPU, I guess. That's strange. So if you want to turn right, you have to click it twice. And then if you click the center, it puts you in the center first. And if you click the center one, it puts you in the center. So it is what it is, I guess. Oh wait a minute, those announcements are out of sync because I should have put in we're starting from Karlplatz. I just realized now. My bad. I think these ones do switch because you can switch these rods with the switch rod. Stefan Fadinger Platz. Einteilstellen. Bitte aufsteigen. Okay, so here is the terminus. Okay, you can open the doors of this tram while it's moving. They've done it accidentally twice. Interestingly enough. And they're not getting off, but we are at the last stop. So, if they want to hang about, what are we going to do about it? So this is the ULF DLC. I'll give you my overview now as well. Let's see if we can get out. So yeah, we can get out. For some reason, when I click E, it puts us out here. Then we can't get back into the cab, but we're not going to be driving it anymore, so that's fine. So let's take a look inside the tram. Oh yeah, that's another thing. It doesn't let me get inside the tram. So yeah, I don't know why it does that. Bit annoying. Let's see if we can get into this one. Again, I'd say most of these things will be ironed out by release. So anyhow, basically, the model quality is quite nice, you know, fairly accurate, pretty much what you'd expect. The cockpit's done quite accurately, the interior and the exterior is done quite accurately, you know, nothing to fault there. The sounds are quite nice, I think this is the best sounding tram of all three, especially when accelerating. The squeaks maybe are a bit over-exaggerated, but you know, it is what it is. It has the nice wobbling of the, you'll notice the wobbling of the cab. I don't know why that one's gone into R1, they could have just gone into the second lane. I wonder if we switch the rod manually ourselves, did they actually force the AI into the other track? Then the other thing is, not most, but a lot of buttons are clickable. Not I'd say not the majority, maybe about half, a bit less. But you know, it adds to the realism. Price-wise, it's €13, which is kind of the standard price really for any kind of DLC for any of these simulator games. Although when you consider it with the fact that the base game costs €36, it's a bit less palatable to say the least. And that's really the overview of the DLC. It will be released there on the 29th of April 2021, exactly 6 months after Tramsim, on the same day as well. It's very interesting because 29th of October 2020, which was a Thursday, was when Tramsim released, and now exactly 6 months later, the 29th of April 2021 is when this will release. So that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more simulation content, in particular about the newest simulators and DLCs, as well as simulation news and Tramsim 2 news. And you can expect another video of the Tramsim tomorrow on Monday, where we will be showcasing the ULF B with the NVIDIA recorder. So it will be a lot better quality. It won't have the tearing. Well, it will probably be better quality. YouTube won't be too happy about that because they take up a lot of space. So it takes ages to upload. Anyhow, folks, let me know what you think about this DLC in the comment section down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Bye for now. Until next time.